How's it going, dude? The game audio is probably a little high. I'm sure these guys will change it. Quieter. Alright, how's that? Alright, we'll see how that is. I suppose it'd be easier if I were actually talking and stuff like that. So, based on what you said before, I imagine all these numbers and crap popping up on the screen are probably irritating to you. Let's see. I guess I could have used that. Regarded it has its own streaming, but I'm sure what I've got set up is better anyway. Which reminds me, how's it look? How are you? I just have to remember how to turn off the extra UI functions. I haven't actually turned it off in a while, so. Alright, fine. Well, that seemed louder for a second. Interesting. Let's go here, go here. Where's the key to turn off the entire UI? I know there's a button for this. Also, is this louder than the last song was? Totally was louder, which is weird because they're from the same album, and you know I actually bought it. That's probably an issue with my audio setup, not with the actual songs. can't remember how to turn any of this off. There's actually a hotkey in here somewhere that I'm forgetting about that allows me to turn off the UI entirely. Okay, there's hide chat. Hide display? I don't even know what that does. Oh, nice. That's very nice, actually. Perfect. This game actually came out in North America, at least, in 2009, so I think it actually looks pretty good considering. Hey, the game audio is higher now too, so my EQ must have reset. Awesome. Yeah, it totally did. Yep, this game came out in 2009 it uses the Source engine. Even when it came out, the graphics for the characters and the sky and shaders and stuff were mind-numbingly good in 2009. You can only imagine. I suspect you can imagine. Granted, the game has actually gotten better looking since then, but you're not seeing any of the stuff that's actually better because in the higher level areas. But all the stuff you saw in that trailer I linked you is stuff you can see in the game, just not cut together that way. Now the game volume is probably a little bit too low, but I'll fix it in a sec. The green bar up top is my stamina. Obviously, the red bar is my health, and the last is my special power, which I can use to do things like this. Or later, I'll have more special moves that I can use with it, including a paladin mode where you actually change forms depending on the allegiance you chose at a midpoint in the game, which is a little higher than where I am. Normally there's not so much crap around the game like you see right now, but I just killed the mini-boss. This entire level is actually just spiders. And there was 3 large spiders there, is what you saw, and I killed them because I have way too much gear right now. Because instead of trying to slowly rush through the game, I like to slowly progress through the game, I've just been rushing through it with some high-level gear on a low-level character. So all this crap you see on the ground is actually items that I can pick up, but the game's going to pick them up for me at the end anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Because it's a pain in the butt to try to pick them up when there's this many. Usually there's like 4 or 5 when you kill the final boss, but this is sort of a special mission for that. You can see in the chat here that it picked up a bunch of stuff. And then here's the statistics for the level. You can see the screenshot of when it does that slowdown at the end there, when you're killing the final boss of the area. You can save the screenshot of that, which is cool. Now the game doesn't look quite this good usually, but I have in my driver settings, I've forced 8x anti-aliasing with sparse grid super sampling, and I've also forced on what's it? Ambient occlusion. But yeah, I've forced on occlusion. so that there's deeper shadows on objects and makes them have a bit more depth, and obviously everything is super smooth. This is the form the story takes. You can talk to the NPCs and stuff like that, but honestly, the story's not bad, but it's not worth actually taking the time to worry about. Most of the time I just skip through it. Like this. Ooh, if we're lucky I might be able to show you something interesting. Actually, I will do it anyway, so... Here, let's just skip outside. I'll get these quests in a minute, because getting quests is boring, and I want to show you something huge and dangerous. There's a dick joke there somewhere, but... He's probably going to destroy me if I'm not careful about this. I know he used to kick my ass all the time. So this is I'm actually starting up a raid boss that's designed to be fought with 6 people. But one of the highlights of this game is it's almost entirely skill-based. So once you know what a boss does, and you've got a reasonable degree of skill, you can actually just solo the majority of the game, really. There's like one little island where it's like all raid bosses that are super, super tough that you can't really solo, but aside from that, if you've got enough skill, you can solo pretty much anything. Seems I forgot to turn the audio back up for the game a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't kill me while I'm doing it. He's gonna kill me while I'm doing it. Oh, he got me. Okay, there, I've adjusted the volume a little bit so you can actually hear this. And now I'll try to not get myself killed. Ah! No, this is NA. I'm playing terribly, and he's gonna kill me if I keep it up. Fuck. I haven't fought this guy in this setting in a long time. I actually only came back to the game after like a year stint away from it. I thought I had that. Right. This isn't like the lower level version where he doesn't hurt doing that. God, I'm terrible. I'm using my skill too soon, and the window to actually perform it ends before he attacks me. Because in this fight with this class, at least, I pretty much have to survive on counterattacks. God, I hate that skill. I should... So there, I got myself stuck, and I actually used a paid potion to get myself out of it. Normally, I don't like using those at all, but for the purposes of the stream, I don't mind using one or two. Because I'm playing badly. I need to direct where I'm going when I'm using my counterattack, so I don't end up underneath him quite so often. Like that. Why did I walk into that again? Ah, too slow. Ow. Oh. So just there, he actually broke off my helmet, which was just actually in her case a hairband, but so my defense and some of my strength and agility has gone down a little bit. Get their ass. I got a couple pieces of rare armor out of that. But stuff, all went to my mail because this game, the one thing that is really negative about this game is that you only start out with 3 chests. I think you can unlock a 4th and a 5th while playing through the game. But the biggest area where they want you to spend money is to unlock the other numerous number of chests. So they do not give you anywhere close to enough inventory space to encourage you to buy things. So I'm always in this constant state of trying to manage my inventory and not get rid of stuff that I might need later or stuff that I can make money on. This is the game's auction system. You can see that the staff, this staff here has a sell price, which I can get from the vendor, but it also has a market standard price, which you can get from the market, and it's actually based on the averages on the market, so you can reliably sell items at the prices they list in the market price, most of the time. Oh, seems I have 20 items up still. People aren't buying my stuff, so we'll see how that goes. I'll just vendor some crap to make room. See, I've got all this crap in here that's actually to build various things in the game, but because there's no storage to just throw stuff into, it just takes up inventory space. Yet again, you can buy storage for real money. And honestly, the prices in this game aren't bad. They've done a great job of fixing them up so that they're a little more reasonable, but I didn't really feel like spending money on it, and right now I have to save for my PS4 anyway. Which I will be streaming, by the way, but I'll probably be streaming using the PS4 streaming option until I can afford a capture card. I should find out where the mission is that I missed that gives me the 4th storage. Oh, apparently I have a quest in there, too. Can't believe how badly I screwed up that tyrant fight. It was terrible. Oh, hey Pierre, how's it going? Just playing a little Vindictus. Create a little Korean action MMO from like 2009. I need a level before I can go there. So we'll just do another quick tyrant run and try to suck as badly as I did this time, the last time. Actually, I guess we could go here too. Ugh, I don't feel like doing that one. Welcome back, Judas. Doing the tyrant fight again, this time on an even higher difficulty, just for completion's sake, and because I just need to finish off this level before I can go to the next area. Hopefully I won't screw it up, but I've got stuff I can use if I do screw it up. Normally I don't use pay items that they give me, even the free pay items they've given me, but for the sake of keeping the stream smooth, I don't mind doing it. Because watching me die over and over again to a single fight isn't all that fun. Oh, have fun with that, dude. I'm really hoping that it doesn't capture my Steam pop-ups with OBS. I don't think it will, but... Ow! Getting some pretty bad FPS drops here, so next time I do this, I'll probably turn the AA settings down. No, if any of you actually try to play this game or stream this game, you have to turn on the cheat prevention thing inside of OBS because it uses end protect. I'm stuck again. Great. Oh, Christ. Seriously, dude? Let me up. What a dick. It's the second time he's done that to me. Got me stuck in the wall and forced me to use a pot. Oh, a little off. He's broken like almost all of my gear at this point because I'm being so sloppy. Ah! I used my skill there a little bit too soon. Ah ha ha! You gonna catch me for that? Yep. Damn. I think I'm nervous because I'm streaming because I don't normally play this bad. Ugh. Press the damn button. Oh god. Yeah, I'll use one of those again. Yeah. That's not a John. That's the legitimate issue. I just get so flustered when I'm streaming that I just continually screw up, and then you get tilted, and it just gets worse from there. Hopefully, I'll get used to it more as I begin to stream more, because I'm hoping that with the PS4, with buying my PS4 this month, that I will get more comfortable with it. Kick him in the testy satchel. Did I seriously not level from that shit? That sucks. Maybe I'll show you a Vampire King. Or Vampire Prince, actually. There's a great debate whether this region is called anal or inal. I prefer to think it's actually called inal, but it could actually be pronounced anal, which would be really bad, especially considering one of the items that drops from monsters here is called a stud. So if this is actually anal, it's anal studs, and that's not cool. funny, but not cool. So this is a mini-boss for this area, which was actually a boss in a previous stage, but called the Red Baron. He has excessively long range with that thing, and he can attack quite quickly. Do I have bunny ears? No, I have a hairbret that is gargantuan, or hairband, whatever. It looks a bit like bunny ears when it's bouncing around. Now, one advantage to that you can use to the one thing you can use to your advantage, I should say, is the fact that your mail service can actually take an unlimited supply of items in it. So you can use it as a standby for your inventory and just collect items in your mail and then take them out of the mail when you want. But they will eventually disappear, but I think it's like 30 days, so it's not really a big problem. I forgot to repair my gear after that rather disastrous Tyrant run, so its durability is probably kind of low, so it probably won't take much for somebody to break it again. Your hitbox on your character actually changes according to your actions. So when I did my thrust there, his attack actually went over my head. It was accidental, but it made a good point anyway. Oops. Ah! This is obviously another mini boss. The actual boss will be really obvious. Frame rate, chill. You know, I'll definitely have to reduce the anti-aliasing a little bit next time. So just a little bit too high for streaming. So after each mini-boss, I have to come back here and clear the courtyard here. My attacks are directional. By default, when you start up the game, it's based on where your mouse is pointing, which works fine. But for more advanced techniques, you can unlock that, and instead of being where the mouse is pointing, it attacks in the direction of your keyboard input or controller input if you're using gamepad. And that allows you to actually attack more quickly in different directions. But also means if you're pressing W, it'll attack in the direction of the camera anyway, so you can still mimic the default behavior. So for really precise stuff, but that's not quick, but really, you know, precise and whatnot, I will use the mouse. But for situations where I want to attack directly behind me very quickly, I will tend to use the keys instead. I'm just gonna get hit in the face with that. That's nice. Jesus, this is not going well. If I get the timing right, I can deflect his attacks back at him, but I'm not getting it right because the camera's blocked by the wall there and I suck. So I'm going to get him into more open space where I can see more easily. And pop a regular potion, which you can just buy from the market. I'm too slow, so I took that one in the face. Too fast. That one did it, but I'm not sure if it did any damage or not. Might just have to beat him down instead of trying to deflect his blows. Alright, he's dead. I swear, he's more difficult for me than the actual boss here is. My particular skill set, or lack thereof, combined with the way this character works, just doesn't suit him all that well. Heal up with regular potions. I have zero qualms with using regular potions, because you can just buy those for cheap in the game. Not real money. It's the real money potions that activate instantly that bother me when I use. Because they sort of make the game quite easy. There is a repair item to fix your broken armor during missions, but I keep forgetting to equip it, so I don't have it right now. This is the boss of this area. That's what I was trying to do to the other guy. Ow! When I do my slide across the floor, there is iframes on that. And that's not where they are. And obviously you can slide in any direction you want. And that's the Vampire Prince. Again, I'm using gear that's... Is my boob twitching out there? No, that's a broken piece of cloth. Okay. There's a line for the history books. But, I'm using gear that's way overpowered for him. Normally, I would have to fight a lot harder to really beat him. But they give me a bunch of cool gear for coming back to the game after being away for like a year. So there's my level and some extra AP. I should mention how AP works. For missions you've done that you are you have things you can do on. So there's like objectives in each mission, and you can choose bonus objectives and stuff like that. You'll get AP, which you can use to upgrade your skills, whether it be increases in damage, or more iframes, whole new attacks, things like that. I sold 3 things while I was there, apparently, so I can get the money from those and then try to sell some more, at least 3 more things to clear up more inventory space, seeing as I'm quite full. But now I'm level 37, so I can go to the area, the next area. Vendor a few more things. No, I shouldn't sell that. The majority of the people you see standing around in robes are actually players or bots, because unfortunately the game does have a reasonable bot population, but there's not much they can do about that. They've got all the anti-cheat software they can get, and it doesn't help it. But when they're in the robe like that, it's just the game loading up their information so that it can show you their armor. But you can also set it to not do that, so they're always in robes, in which case the game loads a little bit faster, but it doesn't really make much of a difference on a modern PC. We're gonna go fight ourselves a Knoll King. I haven't fought him in a long time, so I'm fighting him on a lower difficulty than I normally would, because I don't want to make myself look like an idiot, or more of an idiot. In case you didn't already notice, the Havoc physics engine that comes with the source engine is very much intact, and you can pick things up, throw them around. It's based on your character's strength level, which you get from items and stuff. There's also physics traps like this log trap here, which I just broke. I don't know why things go black sometimes in locations like this. I can only assume it's an artifact from my anti-aliasing I've turned on so much, because it doesn't usually go quite so crazy. But it looks pretty badass anyway, so I'm not going to complain. It doesn't do the black thing in every level, just a few select ones apparently. There you saw me actually pick up the enemy and smash him into the wall. Here's me picking up a huge piece of cement. I should probably go on the right side because I don't want to get trapped on the left side. Now, that's just a light little trap that's not too difficult to get through. But you can also take a spear and throw it and hit this thing, and it opens up anyway. It's meant to just slow you down and get you in trouble. Or if you screw it up and fall down below, because if you go to the left side, there's actually barrels there, and in the time it takes to actually break the barrels, you can actually get knocked off. There's a bunch of frogs and crap below to attack you, and it can be a bit overwhelming if you don't expect it. Ow! He just drop kicked me. Interesting. Looks like we're gonna get to fight two bosses at once here. Ow! So normally you would have more attacks in between to speed up the kill, but I'm not playing very well, so I've been taking it a little more carefully and not putting in the right normal attacks because I'm afraid of things like that happening. That and higher level fights obviously are much more difficult and you can't abuse them quite so easily. Damn it, stop doing that. Ow! Having a bit of a camera issue here. I think you can turn it off so the camera doesn't have that issue, but I don't remember exactly how at this particular second. Oh, that's not even the boss. That's like a mini boss. I forgot. Good times, good times. So, I took too long to actually pick it up because I was trying to heal myself a bit there. But you probably noticed that I was completely able to pick up this hammer and smash around with it until it breaks. Well, it doesn't actually take control from the player when in this case, so it's not really quite the same as camera auto control. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Also, there's not really much in the way of cliffs in this game that you would accidentally fall off of. There's cliffs, just nothing you would actually accidentally fall off of. So, the camera doing that sort of stuff isn't such a big deal. So now it's automatically adjusting the camera when I get too close to it. So it is actually almost exactly like the thing in Dark Souls in retrospect. It's just not as much of a downside to it. I'm going to use my iframes to try to skip through this thing, which I did successfully. Okay, so this camera auto recovery thingy is terrible, actually. I just have to do a better job of controlling my camera and not letting it get me in trouble. It was doing weird stuff. Normally I'm not too bad at the camera, but there's a little bit of input lag from the recording. I'll adjust to it though. Thankfully there's no input lag on the actual commands. That would suck. Just the mouse movement, really. Quickly adjusting my playlist. I'm actually buying the PS4, obviously, for Destiny and Bloodborne. Aside from that, I haven't really thought about it. I'm sure there'll be plenty of games I'll pick up for it. I'm still having a lot of fun with Wii U as well, though. But I need me some Destiny, and it wasn't bad on PS3, but it wasn't great either. You know, the PS4 version is a million times better. And I figure I need one eventually anyway. And an opportunity to get it opened in my funds, so figured why not. Plus it gives me a chance to get the white one instead. I don't actually know that much about the Oddworld remake, but I imagine yes. So this is the actual boss, and he's actually quite dangerous because he has projectiles and really strong melee attacks. Like that axe he just hit me in the back of the head with. If I was faster, I could actually redirect those back at him. Notice I just redirected that guy's arrow back into his face to kill him. Actually, Last of Us would be something I would buy, but probably won't get it right away because I'm going to spend all the money just getting a PS4. I don't tend to actually like those overly cinematic games, but I can't really not buy Last of Us if I'm going to have a PS4. Ow! I am playing terribly. Oh, that was too soon. At least I dodged it. Damn it! That one got him. Keep it up, buddy. You're gonna almost killed him with that. So with that attack I just finished him off with, I'm controlling every stage of the movement, and the drop attack at the end is actually a combination of where the mouse is aiming and where my keyboard inputs are. It's not difficult to use, but it's fun. Oh, that's another good example, actually. Yeah, I'll be getting XRD for sure. Actually, that was one of the games that made me decide I needed one. Somehow I forgot. I turned off music in the game, but unfortunately the victory and boat music still plays. I don't know why. Assuming the netcode in XRG is good enough for me and you to play in the regions we're in, I would love to play it with you. I'll be terrible, but I'd love to play it. I'll be a pad warrior too, because I don't feel like spending an extra $200 to fix my to get it. Well, an extra what? I don't know, 100 to 150 to get another fight stick or fix this one. Well, there's nothing wrong with this one. It just won't work on a PS4. If I wanted to use this one, I'd probably have to open it. And depending on what kind of circuitry they use inside, replace one of the controllers it supports with the board out of a PS4 controller. And, well, I do have a friend who can do that. It would waste one of my PS4 controllers. Well, it wouldn't waste, but you know what I mean. Guess I should go turn in these quests and see if I can get some skills upgraded too. From what we've heard of Bloodborne, the co-op's going to be even more easy to do than it was in the previous games. It might be that from what we've heard, there's a strong possibility that we'll have actual co-op instead of just summoning people and hoping that you get the right person. But obviously we don't have any sure details yet, just vague comments that they've made at various events. I wish this pop-up here would get on my way. Yes, I happen to agree with you in that. I'm glad that Bloodborne isn't, strictly speaking, a Souls game. It's a game that looks like looks and probably to a large degree plays like a Souls game, but isn't restricted by it. Because I feel like that really hurt Dark Souls 2. I mean, even if spiritually, it probably is technically a Souls game, just in every way but name. Even just not having the name attached to it could help. Which is not to say that I have any problem with the Dark Souls series. I love the Dark Souls games. I just think it's time for us to get something else. Something that plays a bit like a Souls game, but without all the, like you said, without all the restrictions that come with it. So I need to get to level 39 before I can progress in the story. That's unfortunate. Well, let's see what we can kill in the meantime. We can do remnants. Haven't done that yet. Here's a good a bonus objective you can pick here. Win without wearing armor. Okay, let's do it. I'll show you what that's about. Because this game is Korean and a free-to-play, there is a whole lot of social items you can buy. This character doesn't have any, but you can actually buy their under armor or underwear if you prefer, and things like hair and all that jazz. Right now I just have the default stuff, so it's perfectly decent, but much of the stuff you can buy is not decent at all. Obviously, doing a mission without armor is considerably more difficult because it means I take like 2 to 3 times as much damage for hits. And I don't do as much damage either. Oh, I goofed up that landing. And that one. Come on, press the button. Why does that make you want to play Skyrim? Don't get me wrong, Skyrim's great. It's just curious what made that connection for you. I'll show you some fan service out of this. This is nothing. I mean, I think I was clear about that when I was telling you about it on Steam. It's definitely a fan service-oriented game. But, you know, this kind of fan service makes money because people are perverted. Although, to be clear, I'm not judging. I think back when I used to play this game, I think I spent like $120 on it at one point. All total over about 2 years. Which isn't actually that much money when you're considering it's over 2 years, but still. And this account doesn't even have that stuff on it. It's a separate account on the West server, whereas this is the East server. Ugh, I'm screwing up. This is the West server, and my other character's on the East server, but my friend wanted to play here, so here I am. Managed to screw that up about as much as I could screw that up, that statement. Which is the other problem I have when I'm streaming, is I get flustered and I don't talk all that well. One of the more advanced techniques in this game, well, it's not that advanced, but slightly advanced techniques in this game is attacking before you actually get to your target. Because you only do a very small amount of damage for your normal attacks, but you do a great deal of damage for your secondary attacks. They're called normals and smashes. So this is a normal attack, but after the fourth normal attack, I can do 3 smash attacks due to the character I'm using and the way her skills are set up. Or I can do a slide and then a smash attack, or a slide and then 2 smash attacks. And those smash attacks do damage, but the normal attacks do very, very little damage, so only the smash attacks really need to hit, so sometimes you want to actually do your normal attacks while you're from safety, and then do your smashes as they get to you. I forgot which boss this is. This is going to be difficult. Yeah, moving by attacking is extremely common, especially the land character, which is a more skill-oriented character than this character was. Land's actually my favorite, but I just wanted to give this character a try for a while. Because she's very strong solo, just doesn't do as much damage as he does, or require as much skill as he does. Although she's still not anything what I would call easy mode, despite what some players think. If you'd like, I can actually show you some of the other classes. It'll take a second to log over to my other server, but that only takes a couple seconds, so it's not really a big deal at all. Just going to turn off the capture for a second, so you don't see my password. I should have set up an overlay for that, but I didn't. Technically, it doesn't show your password either. It shows your username, but... doesn't seem to want to capture it now, so I'll just have to reset this capture. Because OBS is weird. There we go. Oh. Great. Yeah, I guess I can't show you that either. Completely forgot about that. There we go. So I will start by showing you Lan, which I mentioned before, who is wearing really ugly armor right now, but that's beside the point. I mean, the armor itself actually looks pretty cool, but it's multicolored and funny looking. Whoa, that lag. There we go. see. What should I actually do? What level is he? 50. Jeez, I thought he was lower than that. Guess we can go to depth. Nope. I want to do something easy for now, because I haven't played this character in forever. So we're just going to go here. Seeing as I'm just here to show you the character's skills and stuff, I'm not too worried about making it super challenging or anything. Since I haven't actually played this class in over a year. I think he's got spears on right now too, so I didn't intend to do that, but I clicked the button before I realized it. They don't look very much like spears, but they are. Essentially, he uses two short spears to do, like, wide swooping attacks and AoEs. Lots of spinning. I should have taken the opportunity while the game was closed while I was switching servers to reduce the AA, but oh well. I honestly don't know Steerland all that well. It makes it sort of difficult for me to show it off. Is directional attacking on? It should be, but it doesn't seem like it. Oh, it's on. I may have still died to the boss at this level due to the fact that spears. Spears are great. I'm just not good at them. I haven't played them much. This character has a skill where if he crits, he can do an extra attack that has lots of invulnerability and stuff on it. And if he crits while doing that, he can do it again. That's what it is when you see me do those dash attacks where I slide across, slashing with my weapon. Usually you'll see a white crit slash when it happens too. That's pretty obvious. Oop. Ow, damn it. I'm playing really badly. You can see me running on a stamina a lot, causing myself issues because of it. If I'm getting hit, I'm playing badly. Now that that's done, I'll switch in his swords to show you how that works. I'm a little more familiar with that. I still haven't played it in an awfully long time, but I actually knew how to play it beforehand, whereas I don't really know how to play spears at all. My swords are pink. They're quite valuable for that reason, and eventually I will sell them for probably a reasonably large amount of money. Because it's a slightly rare color for them. You're actually seeing it. It's not all that obvious because I'm going through it, skipping all the dialogue and everything, but yeah, that's what you're actually seeing. Well, right now I'm on the East server, but normally I play on West right now because my friend plays there. Ow. Unless you meant North America or EU, in which case it's North America. These bridges are a little bit glitchy because they're actual physical objects. Right now I'm actually just playing solo, but you can add me on Steam if you want. Just it's Krynos, and you see me playing. You can send me a message or something and play. What? Did I go back where I came from? think I'm actually supposed to go over there. Great. Oh no, I'm supposed to hit the switch, dummy. Wow. And then I'm supposed to go over there. Oh, that gives me a fun excuse to show you something hilarious I love about this game. Hopefully I don't get myself killed in the process. Nice. Ow. Man, I'm... Clearly I don't remember how to play the swords all that well either, honestly. Whatever though. It won't matter that much here. Perk's pretty cool. I don't have much experience with him yet. I just started playing again the other day, and I didn't feel like playing him yet. Also, I think I needed to clear space so I could even make him, so... I think I've got to wait till my character, one of my old characters deletes. Does that mean you need to go, Judas? Man. Oh, he's gonna kill me if I'm not careful. Damn. Alright, if I take another hit, he'll probably kill me. I just couldn't get the timing down for that. I need more practice with him before I can just start playing him. You can't just go from not playing the game for a year and just jump back on characters and even in middle level combat. And I haven't fought that monster yet since I came back to the game, so that doesn't help either. Not a particularly good demonstration of Swordland. But I will show you another character real quick now. I should probably just, for the sake of just showing you stuff, I should probably just play easier content, seeing as I'm terrible. This is my Fiona, my oldest character. I sank a whole bunch of money in here, into this character back in, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. Even before that, really, but because I played for like I played the game since 2009 when it came out in North America. But I stopped playing last year. So let's just do something fun. I know what I'll do. So this is the game's hero mode, where you can fight pretty much anything in the game at a much higher level. Hopefully I don't get myself blown up again. But it should still be pretty easy for this character so long as I can remember how to use her. Change up my music playlist a little bit here. There was a bomb in there, I didn't see that. I don't remember how to use her shield. Oh, okay. So in hero mode, there's mobs that have special conditions, like this guy here. I don't know what his is offhand because it's been years, but and some of them have more health, some of them have more armor, some of them have explosive deaths, all kinds of crazy shit. The EU servers for this game, which encompass pretty much everybody not in Korea or North America, have a slightly different version of the game that's a little bit faster. But I don't know much about it beyond that. But I think you can still play on the North American server, but you probably wouldn't be able to find parties very easily due to the regional differences. Normally you're supposed to break a thing up in an area above there so it falls and opens the door for you, but my character is physically strong enough that she can open the door. Too strong. This is a North America East server, but I usually play on the North America West server. But I just on this one to show off my old characters. stop being a baddie. I can get myself killed. Christ. Oh, that's not good. I didn't expect him to follow me immediately. Wow, I just threw out a perfectly good round. Because I suck. And of course, the person I'm actually streaming for in the first place magically disappeared before the end, so I couldn't show off my paladin form to finish that out. And making too many excuses. Shouldn't need paladin mode to finish off a simple hero mode. Oh, now you're back. You missed me getting my butt kicked. So I'm going to do another round here with her small shield because I want to show you the paladin mode of this character. Now, the thing about Fiona, she has two different styles. All the characters do, really, but she has small shield and large shield. The large shield can block just about anything, but as far as I can remember, has no special attacks. The small shield can't block very well, but it has the counter attack, which I'll show off real quick right here. Where if you block just before the person attacks, you can do a counter attack for ridiculous amounts of damage. Mine's leveled up far enough that she can do 2 counter attacks after a block for massive damage. It's a bit like a parry, but with a larger, with a different window because there's no animation for it. And obviously, well, I mean, there's an animation for it, but like, there's no parry animation or anything like that. Makes Fiona pretty good for soloing, especially for newer players. You can counterattack arrows and things like that as well. In fact, I could have counterattacked that one you see the blue flash from my shield when I go to block something. That's what it means. But I didn't react because I didn't realize. I kind of forgot. So that is a stone skin modifier on that mob right there, which makes him which gives him ridiculous amounts of armor. Also, the durability on my shield drops every time I do a counter attack, and eventually it breaks, and then you can't do really anything with it. Let's see. Well, here we go. Here's the paladin mode. Which is pretty cool. You can do all sorts of cool attacks and stuff. Restores your health. But this character is high enough level that she also has Paladin level 2. Which I shouldn't use, but I'm going to anyway. Because I want to show it off. Which just makes you into a freaking beast. Strong enough to actually just one-shot kill that boss. But using Paladin 1 gives you points that you can use to upgrade your Paladin. Using Paladin 2 uses those points that you would otherwise use to upgrade your Paladin. So normally you avoid using Paladin 2 unless you really need the extra damage, but I felt like showing it off, so. And you can only actually activate your Paladin when you have a full energy gauge, and only once per hour in real life time. And yes, the size of that sword is the actual hitbox for that sword. You have extraordinary range when you're in that mode. And every class can pick either that or the Dark Knight, which is like that, but dark. They have different attacks on between the two of them, but the concept is the same. I'm probably using the Dark Knight for my Vela just for the visual, even though the Paladin's probably better for her. Vela being the character I was playing when I first started streaming. Alright, let's show you another character class. Well, actually, should I show you the large shield? No, it's not really much different with the large shield. It blocks more attacks and doesn't have a counter. There's some mechanic for it that it does, but I can't remember what it does offhand. There's Edie, which is like 100% from end-to-end fan service. Evie's two styles are Staff, in which case she's a spell user, or Scythe, in which case she's a melee user with large sweeping attacks. I will show you Scythe first. But I'm just going to do something easy because I haven't played her in forever and I was never particularly good with her in the first place, so. We'll just do this final slingshot because I get extra points for doing that one right now. The thing you've probably noticed by now is the weapon models in this game are amazing. A lot of the armor is really cool as well, but a lot of it's also just silly and whatnot. Like, the armor she's wearing right now is not all that great. It's not bad, but it's not all that great. But it doesn't help that the under armor I'm wearing makes it look even weirder, because it fills in places it's not supposed to and all that jazz. Oh, that's nice. Just get hit right into my combo. I unfortunately am missing a lot of the staff skills because my Eevee is not very high level. That's kind of, or not staff skills, scythe skills. So I can't show you anything too crazy, but I can give you a basic idea of what the scythe is like. Also, Eevee has a magic shield, and you can see the glowing aura and shields on my health bar. So long as those are there, she doesn't actually take damage. But she's extremely weak when those are gone. And I think that's a scythe-specific mechanic, but I can't remember for sure. Didn't. When I sprint, I can charge up an attack like you're seeing me do here, and then I can unleash that attack on enemies. Scythe Eevee is very much about charging up your for your smash attack beforehand by doing your normals, and then knowing how to aim the smash to actually hit things. She also has a teleport, which I only just remembered now. If you jump and then jump again, you'll teleport. And you're invulnerable during the teleport, obviously. But obviously it uses a pretty large amount of stamina. You guys can't hear when I'm drinking or anything, can you? Because that would be unfortunate. In retrospect, I suppose the music would cover up anything you could hear anyway.
captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Okay, so that's Scythe EV. I'll show you Staff EV now. Just as soon as I can figure out where my staff is at. And all this crap I've got collected. I'm doing really easy stuff just to show off the skills, and because I get bonus AP for doing these ones once a day anyway, so. Which allows me to upgrade skills. Although I'm not too worried about these characters' skills anyway, but I figure if I'm going to show off something easy, might as well something easy I can get a reward from. And then after I've shown off Eevee here, I will probably switch back to my other character and start progressing again, showing actual content that is not just easy to smash through. Because I would like to get her to level 50 either today or tomorrow. Which is going to take a lot of work. I'm going to turn up this music because it's kick-ass. So with Staff Eevee, I have magic missiles that just fire and sort of she is very Japanese, but the magic missiles sort of just track the target and do really all right damage, nothing crazy, but enough to kill these guys because they're low level and all that. But it fires really fast as well. I don't believe she has a teleport, but she can switch into a crystal form to reduce the to remove damage from herself. But I don't actually remember how to do it in a particular second. But you can also charge up spells with her. But I need to remember how to do that as well. Because I haven't played her in forever, and I seem to have forgotten how to do it. Okay, let's just kill these guys and get it over with, and then I'll try to figure out these skills by looking at the skill tips. Oh, that's how, okay. That's her ice spell, which does a frontal conal AoE and can freeze targets occasionally when it hits them. I charge one too high. I don't have a skill for level 3 yet. Here's the fireball spell, which does ridiculous damage and blows up things that it hits as well. Do I seriously not have anything in the level 3 area? Oh, I have Ice Spear. Okay. Which is a frontal spear. Oh, that's a trap. And I guess Staff Eevee does still have the shields. I used my invulnerability frames on my dodge there, so I wouldn't get hit by that log. Well, it hit me, but, you know, I just didn't take any damage or get disrupted. That is a mana mine. If they walk over it, they take high damage. Eevee also has the active healing corona, which puts a spot on the ground people can stand in to heal themselves. In retrospect, the FPS, well, it does seem to be a little bit odd a little low on my end. Will look very good on your end because I don't think I'm casting at 60 FPS anyway. Although I could be, I'm not sure actually. But yeah, the game is actually really great, honestly. It's got some things that are nagging or annoying about it, but overall, it's definitely one of the better games of its type on the market, and it has fantastic combat.